So I took pity on this guy and tried to help him. On another forum I go to, they were talking about Walmart and the topic turned to, why would you buy that stuff? I said I don't allow that kind of stuff in my home. So the guy replies back, well, we're not all in the top 1%. I'm losing my house, I'm losing my car, I cannot afford to feed my family. So yeah, he tried to insult me, but I took pity on the guy and gave him not just advice. I laid down step by step one of my ideas that I currently do on a weekly basis and cost me less than $100 to do and brings in close to $2,000 a month. I mean, I put it down word for word. Here is how you can help your family and get yourself out of the hole. It's not a lot of money, but $300 to $600 a week sure will help a lot. I mean, literally laid it out down, how to buy, where, when, where to sell, links to everything. To me it was like passing on one of my great ideas to someone I thought could really use it. So what does this self-pity piece of shit do? F-king laughs at me. I seriously could not believe it. How brain damaged do you have to be? I gave this guy I'm a $25,000 a year idea for free, laid out, and he laughs at it. Needless to say, I deleted the entire post and told him good luck. He just lost $25,000 a year, and to remember that when he is out on the street. You can lead a horse to water. Humorously, if you had put it on a website and charged him money for it, he would defend your name and be your disciple until the day he died. Then he would have tried to sell his friends on it. Back on topic, the last to take a handout are often the neediest. I guess it is psychology what ZCP said. You can give the information for free and people will not pay attention to it. Or you can give the information for a set price and people will use the method that you sold to them. That's why people like us succeed. And others, who once laugh at an opportunity to regain their lives back, now suffer debt and financial issues. This is also one reason he is in the position he is in. His mindset is faulty, which leads to not taking your advice seriously. Even if he did, I doubt that he would take action and follow through the plan you laid out. In sales, one learns to recognize when an individual is ready to be sold. To proceed with the selling process without first achieving these milestones has always turned out poorly for me. Selling from a position of pity has never worked well for me either. Best regards. What a perfect set of circumstances to be laughing and not taking advice. Obviously what he is doing works fabulously. The guy is a genius. Hold your head high as you did the right thing, not your fault he is not ready. Well, that's what I am finding out is I can share my ideas with others and 99% will never even try. All my friends and family know how I make money and never try. Just a different way of thinking, I guess. Totally different. Entrepreneurship is not just about having a plan and taking action. It really starts with your mind. Sounds to me like he was in a fighting mood. You could have said anything and not have gotten a good response. There's no point in dealing with people in that mindset, because they will take anything as an insult and deliberately act in a way to spit in your face. I'll bet if you offered him a check for $1,000, he would have spat at that, too. Good job on reaching out, though. I hope it doesn't make you jaded, just maybe shows that the only people worth your efforts are those who gladly receive them. Waste of a legendary thread. I know some of the fast learners could have used it. I know I could. Oh, but it does reiterate one very important point. You don't have to covet your ideas quite as closely as you think. Most people won't bother executing them. Though I'm not sure if giving a perfect step-by-step really counts as simply sharing an idea, as it's giving the whole process. Pride goeth before the fall. I can't begin to tell you how many people I have tried to help. Our company has even done a couple of fundraisers for people who needed immediate assistance. I can't think of more than one or two who used the help to get them any further along. They took care of their immediate need, but didn't change any of the behaviors that put them in the situation, and ended up right back where they started. I vaguely remember an old Tony Robbins analogy about a thermostat. The temperature setting on the thermostat represents a person's comfort zone. While the temperature may fluctuate or even spike, it always goes back to the comfort zone temperature. I agree with the other posters, although I take a different approach. Write up your idea as a PDF ebook, put up a page, and start selling it for $7, getting your payments through PayPal. Those that pay $7 are willing to look at it and give it a try. Those that don't won't make you waste your time. If somebody ever contacts you and asks you for a break in the price cause they are broke, then you can decide if you want to send it to them for free. I've tried to give free real estate advice to many people, and almost without fail, they would do the same thing, i.e., laugh and or come up with 100 reasons why it wouldn't work. Unless I know for sure the person will take the free advice, I don't even bother anymore. As others have said so eloquently, box the advice up and sell it. Can you please post a link to the post? You never know, while the person in question may have ignored your advice, you may have inadvertently helped someone else reading your post implement your methods to get themselves out of a hole. Jackson. As a few others have mentioned, I too would love to see a repost of your ideas, publicly or via PM if you're so inclined. I'll push you one step further, I'll pay you $7 for your idea in a readable PDF or similar form. Your first paying customer in return, you let me know 1 year from today what this post was worth. Well, I deleted the post, but someone did read it and contacted me the next day and told his wife what I said, and she was very excited over it. So that was good. In return he shared some info with me that was pretty handy. Anyways, I got about 10 emails on this site about what I told the guy. I don't feel comfortable sharing it here, and I'm not really a fast lane idea. It was more if a get yourself out of the hole idea anyways. By the way, I came across this guy's YouTube page. Redneck Picker. I watched just about all his videos at work today. Nothing he talks about is fast lane stuff, but this guy finds a way to make money with everything. In these troubled economic times, I think everyone should be watching his videos. Not to mention I found it really motivating. That's great. Yusu_clap, cool. I have some friends who do this. While it doesn't bring in massive amounts of income, and sometimes leaves them temporarily cash-strapped with lots of product on hand, eventually they average around a 30% to 50% profit. In their case, it helps that another family member runs a second-hand retail store which they can pump product into for a quick sell. Some people are beyond help. I remember a quote somewhere saying that at least 100 people in the world have had the same idea you have. 90 of them are too lazy, 8 too incompetent. That just leaves you and your competitor out of interest. What other forum was it? Right. Lots of people are capable of planning and action, but not everyone raises their standards high enough, and that's where the mindset problem comes in. If you don't really believe, you won't try. Blue. I'm gonna steal this if you don't mind. Sounds like a good email signature. Lol, sorry for getting off track. Back on track. So this idea is, lol, I have been waiting for forever to use that smiley. Lol. So did anyone ever find out what the idea was? Very true indeed. I would go as far as saying that almost everyone is of taking action. Where they fail is that their actions will get them somewhere. Some are destined to be roadkill on the road or fast lane of life. I think it is being a picker. I have a GameCube game that cost me $40 that now costs $200 because it is a rare game. I went to the swap meet and saw the same GameCube game, and I paid only $5 for it, when the seller didn't really know that the game he was selling was worth over $100 plus. I'm not going to sell it because I love video games. Hey, if he doesn't want the step-by-step help, I'll take it. I promise I won't laugh. Smug 2. On a serious note though, a lot of people are like the guy you mentioned. People say they need help but are too stubborn to actually accept it. Could be thinking, in my experience it's almost always laziness of even trying and fear of unknown. Go watch Freeloaders. Perfect example, they want someone to give them money not work to get it. Video equals YouTube, 4 tech 7 action 4? VE equals 4 tech 7 action 4 or video. You can't help somebody who doesn't really want help. Sorry to hear you got burned like that. Was this all because he felt insulted by you saying that you don't allow Walmart products in your home? I don't want to be mean, but he didn't ask for your advice. The best advice you can give to a fat guy: go to gym and get slim. The best advice you can give to someone with low self-esteem: do something to improve it. The best advice you can give to a girl in a damaging relationship: find someone else. In 99.9% of the cases, no one will follow your advice. So I stopped giving them long time ago. I give advice to those who request it and those in my immediate circle as in family who actually needs it. I can give you an idea for $100,000 or year. I can show you from where you can get the best education of your life. The book list from I can summarize 3 years of my life in which I've tried to learn how to live effectively in a few sentences. Understand it and you'll have a wonderful life. Does anyone want to hear for my advice? I doubt it. Does anyone care? I doubt it. Because the last time I've checked, people weren't the most rational beings. As a marketer or copywriter, I know that people are highly resistant to change. I know that if a guy thinks 1 + 1 = 3, then it's 3. You can be the best authority in mathematics in the world, for him it's still 3. If a guy thinks the world is full of whores and he can't find a wife no matter how much he's looking, no matter the amount of proof and arguments you bring him, he will act accordingly to his belief. And if he believes a certain set of facts about him and his situation, you can give him 100 ideas, that won't change a thing. Go to any bookstore or library and you'll find books containing the seeds to be happy, rich, sexy, smart, etc. As in PS, some people can't understand why a MacBook is better than a normal PC. Some people can't understand why a BlackBerry is better than an Android phone for business purposes and that a phone's quality is not measured in the quality of the camera. And if you try to explain them why, you'll just lose your time. In the end, it's not my duty, it's not yours to change the world. Every man has his own paradigm about life. As he gets older, his paradigm crystallizes and he fears new ideas and new ways of thinking. You can teach a man to fish only if he thinks fishing can be taught. Is that your paradigm? Wow. Thank you, sir. I was just sort of skimming this thread, and that link just happened to catch my eye. What a great resource for information. I have been spending the last couple of hours perusing his site and watching his videos. Thanks for sharing. Haha. Yes, but I am still young. Just to get in on this before the ebook or seminar blows up, I would be eternally grateful for any specific advice on setting up an additional modest cash flow. Heck, I'd even give the advice giver a sizable cut on our first venture together just for giving me advice. So it's not all thankless hobos in the world. But I'm serious though. I know I'm new to this forum, but I'm ready to get going on the fast lane. Just considering the best options for first venture now. We'll probably make separate threads soon. I have learned this lesson a lot in sales. I used to try and educate the customer on what the best deal is, but at the end of the day you have to sell them what they want instead of what you think they should buy. Let me introduce you the best example ever. I sell a service. It's related to writing ads. I'm in the higher tier, premium fees. There was this guy interested. He was ready to pay me. I've told him that I'm not going to take his money until we take a look at his product and actually see if it's marketable. In other words, I'm not taking my chances with something that can't be sold. I was doing him a favor, actually watching out for him. You know what he told me? I don't care if it's marketable or not. I pay you, you sell it or I'll find someone else. And in that moment, my theory that idiots are in every walk of life, from homeless people to the elite, was confirmed, once again. Wow, that is all I can say. Well, and that I find it difficult to understand how anyone can laugh or mock or etc. in the face of any who offer help, and ask nothing. I am seriously face-palming here. Heck, I have been looking for good advice for a while now, and reading this frustrates me just as much as it does to not find the assistance. Thank you for the link to this awesome site. If you ever want to advise, this is definitely the place to do so. Feeling bad after reading your post, dear. But you should be proud of yourself as you helped him, and whatever he did with you shows that he was mentally sick. That was why he lost his car, house and was unable to feed his family. Best of luck for the future.